Hey, what's up, y'all? I want to share my thoughts with y'all on, I'm hearing a lot of the church being lions, right? That's been a theme, right? Since we've got a cheater in chief coming into office, and doesn't look like Trump is going to be able to retain that seat. The church is getting rallied to be seen as lions. That's what I've been seeing. And it seems like, with the Republican voters, the image of being lions is very important to them. They've lionized Trump. They even made a party symbol for him, with the image of a lion and stuff like that. I'm really hoping at some point Republican voters will understand that pride has been a big part of the problem. And it doesn't matter whose pride it is. It's all wrong. It doesn't matter if it's national pride, Republican pride, gay pride, brown pride, black pride, white pride. Don't y'all see an ongoing theme here that pride is definitely a problem? And y'all want to be seen as lions. And a group of lions is called a pride. But for some reason, y'all think that that's the fix, is for you to be lions. And you like holding on to the scripture that says to be bold as lions. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. No, matter of fact, let's just get to it now, since I'm thinking about it, and I derail really easy. So the thing about being a lion, y'all, and being bold as lions, before you can be as bold as a lion, you got to be bold enough to be seen as a sheep. And a lot of Republicans don't like that. A lot of Republican voters don't like that. Nobody likes that, because we're given over to the culture that sees being a sheep as something to be ashamed of. And I understand that, it's a weak and not a very smart creature, right? But the thing is, even the Lord himself, who has the true distinction of being our leader and lion, right? You guys made Trump your lion. My lion is the Lord. The lion that leads me is the Lord, right? That's the only one who has that distinction for me. But y'all gave that over to him. But you want to be seen as lions. Right? And don't get me wrong, y'all, I'm not trying to downplay Trump. I voted for him twice. All right? But you guys want this distinction of being lions. But the thing is, the word tells us to be sheep. We're the Lord's sheep. You got to be bold enough to be seen as sheep. That's the problem. Before you can be a lion, before you can be this bold lion, you have to be bold enough to be seen as sheep. And a lot of y'all don't like that. That's what's tearing us apart. That pride gets in the way. Y'all, please bear in mind that the devil is implicated as a lion too. He's an undisciplined lion that has no lamb in him, right? He's too proud to be seen as a sheep. He's a lion going around wrecking things. And if y'all are too proud to be seen as sheep, then you're no better, right? I hear pastors, trying to, pull out this rallying cry, getting people's, boldness up and whatnot. And they don't want us to be cowards, and they want us to be just out there and strong, with our faith and whatnot. But y'all, the thing is, when the word talks about cowards will not inherit the kingdom of heaven, it's not just talking about, don't think it's just talking about the other person. It could be talking about you as well. Because if you are too much of a coward to be seen as a sheep for the Lord's talking about you. People want to talk about this boldness and stuff like that. They want to be bold as lions, but they're too afraid to be seen as sheep. That's what you have to have on point first. You have to have that down. If you don't have that down, then your boldness means nothing. And your boldness will just be a liability. You'll be a liable lion, right? So, you don't want to do that. And y'all bear in mind that the Lord, the conquering lion of Judah himself, came to us as a sheep and beat death as a sheep. That's how he showed who the real lion is. And I see people getting, really, really frustrated. They're frustrated with Republicans and they want to leave the party and stuff like that. And that's been going on for a long time. And y'all, I get it. I'm tempted to do that myself. People saying that we need a third party. Okay, one, bear in mind, y'all, the Republican Party itself was technically a third party, right? And look how that turned out. You're still not happy, but you think that if you go and do another third party, that's going to be the fix. We keep talking about this two-party corruption as if three-party corruption is going to be much better. You want to even give another. It's like, I wonder, like, what is this magical elixir thing that you're going to do with this new party that you create that is going to be void of corruption and void of spinelessness and void of cowardice and all that sort of stuff? What are you going to do that's going to ensure that this party, this new party that you're going to make, is going to be void of all these things? If you're able to do that, why not just do that with the Republican Party right now? It's like, if you have the wherewithal and the resources to do that, why not just do that right now within the party, right? And I digress, y'all, because, I mean, a lot of people, probably should. Just leave the Republican Party, because there's things that the Republican Party is founded on that a lot of people just aren't willing to uphold. Because, one, they idolize liberty. They love, their affection for liberty is more than the author of it himself. That's a big problem. And I talk about that in my audio book, I talk about it in Weapon of ASS Destruction too, but in my latest book, audio book, Solid Right Cross. Y'all, remember, when you get so hung up on liberty, you gotta understand that if you don't have anything to square that by, liberty can mean anything to anybody. And people try to institute their ideas of liberty and it encroaches on somebody else's. That's what happens when your focus is on liberty and not on the not on the author of liberty. But a lot of people, they put this premium on liberty, and that's why they get frustrated. And y'all, while people are leaving the Republican Party, you're not punishing Republicans, you're rewarding Democrats. That's what Democrats have been wanting all along. And people aren't running out of the Democrat Party. I know you guys think with walk away and Blexit and stuff like that. I get it. You guys think that was going to be the fix. It didn't work. All right, because it still gave, no matter what, the Republicans gave everything the Democrats needed for them to pull off this facade. And I've tried to warn folks of this, but they get caught up with the sensationalism of things. And I'm not going to talk about that too much right now. Really check out my audiobook, A Solid Right Cross. You'll get it. But y'all, the Democrats, they're growing. They're growing and they're becoming more imposing. While the Republican Party is shrinking and fracturing and jumping ship, it's becoming weaker, right? And the Democrats are just enjoying the Republican Party divide, right? They're just enjoying that and are enjoying that people were fooled by this walkaway and were fooled by Blexit. Oh, they love that, right? So, because if the Democrats, if they have to, it's like, look, man, we'll go ahead and resurrect the dead vote to grow our numbers, right? They're still able to pull it off. And so y'all, be careful what it is that you're doing, because a lot of times Republicans, and they've been doing this for years, they keep playing into the Democrats' hands. They just keep giving Democrats everything that they need to pull off their evils. And I keep trying to warn folks of this, and they just keep on doing it. So the bottom line is, y'all, be careful in assuming to be this lion that's so bold, because if you are not bold enough to be seen as sheep, you ain't got no business being a lion. You're just going to cause more problems. That's been the problem with the Republican Party for too long as it is. Your pride, your national pride, right? Make America great again instead of making America grateful again. What's like, the humility is just not there. We just want to be seen as all tough and stuff like that, which is fine, right? That's all good. But if you don't have the humility of a sheep, and if you don't have the boldness to say that, yo, I'm a sheep of the Lord's flock, and I need you to see me that first, right? They'll know us by our fruits, y'all, right? You got to be bold enough to be seen as that first. I am a sheep in the Lord's flock. It's like I see these pastors, like I said, they're trying to, make this rallying cry about, people being, bold as lions and stuff like that. I guess if you're a pastor, you're supposed to be a shepherd of sorts. It's kind of hard to shepherd lions. All right. You might want to, make sure that the congregation understands that we are sheep. See us as sheep. See the Lord, our high priest, our prime shepherd, him. We are in his service. Then from there, we can go ahead out with that boldness of a lion. There'll be those lions that you guys want people to see us as. But if we ain't got that on deck first, we're just going to be more of a problem in contributing to the collapse of our republic. All right. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with y'all. Hope you find that somewhat useful. All right. Blessings.